3, 2.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Chelsea Skidmore Show. I'm here today with my guest comedian, Punkie Johnson.
What's up, Chels? Hello, everyone.
I'm loving the... So you added more diamonds on the teeth.
Well, it's just the two, but a lot of people don't notice this one over here because it's like hidden.
How doesn't it come off? What did they put it on with?
I don't know. They use some type of real hood super glue.
It's hot.
For real?
It always looks hot when I see girls who have that. And you know who Simon Rex is? Dirt Nasty.
No. I don't know nobody.
He's like a rapper, actor guy. He has them too. They're hot, no matter who has them.
He a rapper? Would it be rapping?
I'm on cocaine like it was 1980. Do you know? He does like, they're like funny raps.
Coming from me, I should know anybody that's rapping about cocaine. I should know that song.
I know.
But I don't know it.
Yeah, that's okay.
But I heard about it. I know it's not.
It's
my
an
jam.
older song.
Yeah.
It's like one of those cult songs that you like when you're a little younger, I think.
And when you're on cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. Which I was when I discovered it.
I was too. I got hit with the cocaine real hard for years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start?
I was probably like 24.
Okay, a little late.
It was late. I was scared to put anything in my nose.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you started drinking?
Oh, 13.
Yeah.
I was never scared to put nothing in my mouth.
But until
24.
Yeah. So I guess I want to start chronologically now.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
You grew up in New Orleans.
Yep.
Born and raised.
Born and raised New Orleans. That's why I love seafood. That's why I just came from the seafood market.
Is it in the actual city, or is it like the suburb outside?
No. New Orleans is New Orleans. They got different parts. New Orleans is a very, very small city.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for me to going to the airport from my house is about 16 minutes.
Oh my God.
And that's basically outside of New Orleans.
Oh wow.
That's called Kenner.
Yeah.
And Kenner is not New Orleans. So to get out of New Orleans, I mean, it's 10 minutes.
Wow.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up there?
Ooh, girl, I ain't been young in so long. Jesus, I can't believe how you forget. You know what? I had a good life. My parents were very fortunate. I didn't find out till I got older that we ain't have shit and we was poor.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't let me feel that way. They made me feel like we had everything we needed.
They didn't implement financial insecurity into your life.
No, I thought we were fine until I got older.
Mm-hmm.
And I started struggling out here. And my mom was like, and I was like, you never struggled, can you help me? She's like, bitch, I struggled all your damn child life. I just got it together. I just didn't tell you because that you a child. You don't need to know what's going on financially.
But obviously she supported you guys enough to whereas you didn't notice. It probably wasn't as bad as you thought it was.
Yeah, it was fine. They just hustled. I think we probably had I think I might have noticed a little bit, but I was a kid, so I was oblivious. Like our lights went out and shit, but I thought it was a blackout,
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to school asking everybody about the blackout. It was like, our lights was on. I was like, oh, we just probably poor as fuck.
Oh my God, that's so funny. They're like, would your parents say there was a blackout?
Mm-hmm.
Did that?
And we would have scary movie night. Not scary movie night. We would have scary storytelling night.
With flashlights. But it was because the electricity was off?
Yeah.
It's
made it
funny, but that's interesting.
They made it fun, and they made us feel like we had everything. I was a good kid, though. Like, my parents, I went to the best schools.
Are your parents still together?
So I grew up with a stepdad. My biological father, he comes and goes. He's here. Like, I know he loved me. I love him. But I don't know what went down. Something happened to where he was just like, you got this, to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume that maybe he felt some type of way because she moved on. I'm assuming that. I never really talked to him about that. But from when they broke up, I guess I was like 7.
Mm-hmm. But you never found out?
I'm the type of person, I sweep shit under the rug. I'm like, I don't really care.
Hmm.
I don't care. I'm like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I still love you. I talk to you when I talk to you.
Where did that come from?
Like sweeping shit under the rug?
Just that outlook and like perception.
You know what?
It's good.
I feel like if people want to be a part of my life, they will. And if you don't, ain't no hard feelings. It's just, I mean, it is what it is. I dealt with it when I was young. I was like, because I don't think he was never mean. You know, he was never malice. I just think that he might have felt out of place and that another man was taking his place. So he probably didn't want to deal with it. And he just sporadically dropped in sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So my stepdad, you know, I consider him like my dad, you know, like, I mean, my dad is still my dad, but my stepdad, he bought me a car, sent me to college. You know, my biological father came through. A lot of times I needed help in college and he came through, but I just have that bond with my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? We talk about everything. We talk about love, marriage, relationships, sex, drugs, everything. He's not afraid to talk to me about nothing. Credit, interest, building a life. That's my boy.
So you started drinking when you were 13. Was that like, were you partying a lot or was it just like a social?
That's when my daddy found out I was gay, my stepfather. And when he found out, he was like, oh, okay.
How did he find out?
I got busted.
Hooking up with a girl?
Damn it, girl.
Yo, I just want to tell you, the same thing happened to me, and I'll tell you after your story.
You got busted with a girl too?
Do you want me to tell you first to make you feel more open? Yeah. First of all, my mom listens to my podcast. She has no idea I know this. But when I was younger, you know, you would hook up with girls.
Yeah.
It's just what you did to experiment.
True.
And then some people carried on to do that for the rest of their lives.
That was me.
And then, you know, maybe some people stay by or, you know, you're experimenting with another girl because that's all you have and you want to like practice.
Right.
So a friend of mine, first of all the girls I knew in my grade were always making out. Whenever we had like sleepovers, we would hang out and make out. And then one time there was this popular girl and I made out with her and they had been eating Chinese food before I came over there and I got rice in my mouth from kissing her. And I remember like taking out and I was like, this bitch ain't like fucking hot. And then ever since then I was like, fuck her. Like she didn't bother me anymore because I was like, you keep rice in your mouth.
You had leftover food, you fucking hamster.
Yeah. So I wasn't intimidated by her anymore. But anyways, so I guess I used to make out with this one girl at our house who was a close friend of mine. We were just experimenting. And I guess one time my mom walked in and saw us or passed like through a creak in a door. And she told my brother that she thinks I'm gay. And my brother said, Mom thinks you're gay. She saw you making out with blah, blah, blah. And we never talked about it. And I just stopped doing it after that.
Wait, how old is your brother?
He's 2 years older than me.
And how old were you at were you high school or middle school at that time?
I was like probably like 12.
Oh my God.
So
That's about right.
So I never did it again. I never like hooked up with her again or any other girl again for some reason. I felt like really shamed actually and embarrassed. Yeah. I just realized that now processing that the way that it made me feel. But also I just do prefer guys, but yeah, so I never told my mom. My mom has no idea that I know that she saw this.
Yeah, well, now she know.
Yeah.
Now y'all gonna have to talk about it.
Huh?
Now y'all gonna have does she live here?
In New York.
Well, y'all gonna have, when she flies down, maybe y'all should have a podcast about it.
I would never. I don't know.
No?
It's just too much. She wasn't supposed to say. You know, that's my experimental thing.
I wonder why she never came and told you. Maybe she didn't want you to feel shame.
Yeah.
But she told your brother. I would have been mad.
It was just like really embarrassing feeling. So what happened with you?
But that's the thing with me. I get the embarrassment because I also got caught with a creek.
I think it felt like I was doing something wrong.
Exactly. So even if I was kissing a guy, I would have felt like I was doing something wrong. I mean, I just feel like that's just too young to be getting physical either way it go. But I didn't think about that at the time. I just thought, damn, gay is probably bad, you know. But I got caught like actually like doing it with a chick and her brother.
Scissoring? Because I've done that too. And like that shit doesn't work. It just makes a loud noise. Like
I have a special piece of body. It's very special. I don't really have to scissor. I can do it the way you do it. I might not can get in there like you get in there, but I can still do it like you do it. No scissor.
What are you talking about?
Missionary. I could do missionary. I could do it from the back. I could do all of that.
But with your finger. Wait, but that's just like dry humping.
No.
But what's the insertion?
I got a big old thing.
You mean your
my coochie? I got a big thing.
You have a big pussy? Oh yeah, I've heard you say that on stage. That's funny.
Really, really large.
But how big?
It's big enough to
like quite big, quite large.
It's big enough to keep a woman satisfied for 19 years.
But you found a way to insert that?
It does things.
No, you need to explain this.
I can't explain.
I mean, we'll get into the strap on in a second, but
I was having a conversation with my homie Jack Knight yesterday, and he was like, "Punkie, your pussy's so big, your pussy eat other pussies." I'm like, it's just weird. Verbally, it's very hard to.
So there's like a scoop.
It's like a little scoop, you know. It's like a little scoop. It's
okay.
It just feels good. It feels good. If Randolph is all right with this, I'll show you.
Yeah, he's okay with it.
No,
I'd like to see.
Physically, we just gonna be done. Randy, I'm just playing, babe.
Did you have a lot of experimenting with girls growing up as well? Like around that in middle school and stuff? Like a lot of girls in your grade?
I felt how I was, but it didn't hit me for real until high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I had no experiences until high school. And then this chick I just was very, very into. I just couldn't stop looking at her. And she had the prettiest hazel eyes. I don't know, I just liked her. And I just went up to her one day and just like took my chance. I took my shot. Fucking started kissing her. She kissed me back. I was like, oh, okay. All right. I guess we're doing this. And we did. And then her brother saw us through the creek. He told her mama. And then I wound up going home probably that night or the next day. I don't remember. But then her mom was about to come pick me up to bring us to a parade. And all I remember was I was ready to go. I was so excited. And her mama was coming towards the house. And I was walking outside the house. And I was like, no. You know, what you doing? And she was like, I know you've been fucking like out loud in the neighborhood. And I felt like it was a drive-by. I just felt, I was in a trance. I was just stuck. I was like, I couldn't believe she was saying that out loud. But inside my mind, my spirit was diving for cover. But I couldn't move. I was like, fuck. So I ran inside. My first reaction was to just get the fuck out. Go away. I don't know how to handle controversy. That's all I do is run. I go inside. My dad's sitting in a chair, just like we sitting in. It's rocking. He got his feet up on the desk. He's playing solitaire. My mom's upstairs. She's sleeping. I go to him. My dad's the type of person, he's like, always let one of your parents know what's going on. Always. I don't care if it's the most embarrassing, the most trouble, the most negative. One of us got to know. So if anything happened, we know how to fix it and we know how to break it down to the other parent, you know? So I just ran to him first because everybody know you don't wake up no black mama. Okay? You don't wake her up for good news.
Is that true?
Let alone bad news. Hell yeah. Don't you ever, whatever trouble you in, you better hope you can get through it until she wake up from that nap. So she's likely to die, bitch. So I just told him, and I was like, look, cut a long story short, I'm gay. The girl who I'm messing with, her mom outside, she ready to come inside and tell you and moms. And it was a sense of urgency. I needed him to get up, go tell my mama, because this lady is outside banging on the door. And he just turned around in slow motion. And he hit his cigarette and he was like, really? And he was so excited. He was like, so you out here fucking bitches? And I was like, wait, what? He was just like, yeah. Tell me about it. I'm like, I can't tell you about it. A crazy bitch is outside. I need you to go upstairs and tell mama what's going on. Because if I go up there while she's sleeping, I'm going to die regardless.
Yeah.
But if you go upstairs, you know, she'll at least take a second and listen. So he goes upstairs, he tells her, and then he runs back downstairs and he's like, look, your mama cannot know that I'm okay with this. I was like, all right. So I'm going to be in there acting mad like your mama, but I got your back. I was like, all right. So we let the lady in, and just like you said, I was very embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I just felt shamed. I felt like I did something wrong. Of course, I did something wrong because I was being physical at a young age, but I just felt...
Were you the same age?
I was like 13. I think I was.
And how old was the girl?
High school, so I was probably going on 14 if this was February into April. So yeah, February into March, April. Yeah. Yeah, she was a senior. She was 17.
Oh, okay.
Which pisses me off even
Yeah,
more.
because that's strange. I'm trying to figure out what the real issue
It
was.
makes me so fucking mad because I'm like, yo, you a senior in high school. Why your mom tripping up this shit?
That's bizarre.
It was out of control. I'm like, you about to graduate in 2-3 months. This makes no sense. She's that fucking crazy. She got to come ruin the next 3 years of my fucking life. I was so fucking mad. I was furious, but I was also embarrassed. And now I'm thinking like, why, yo? You know, because they tell you to be embarrassed if you fucking with chicks back in the day. Now it's all right.
There, yeah.
But whatever.
It felt like so secretive.
Yeah, it really, really did. But you know what? It really hurt my mom. My dad was happy. And she still don't know yet, but I'm gonna tell her. It's gonna come out in my comedy soon, eventually, when I figure out how to put it in a story. But he that was my first. After all of that shit went down, he came downstairs and he was like, "I'm gonna show you how to do this."
What?
You know?
Do what?
Just be, because he was basically asking me, so like, you the girl or the boy girl, like which one are you? I was like, well, you know, I play basketball. I guess I'm the boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was
yeah.
like,
how do you decide?
Yeah, I think it's the more masculine one. And in my hood, it's if you play a sport, if you play the drums, if you run track, if you the more athletic one, you the guy. Which makes no sense, because whatever. If you two bitches, then just be two bitches. But that's how we thought back in the day. So that was the night he came down. He was like, look, if you gonna do this, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to get your pimp license, show you how to take care of these bitches. But, you know, cheers to you. And I took my first shot.
And what was some of the stuff he taught you?
Everything, just like say for instance with money, right? He like, look, when you get paid, I don't care what nobody say. You pay yourself. Pay yourself. Take care of yourself. I understand you got bills. Don't be stupid, but make sure you put something on the side for yourself. Basically, what he's saying was stack your paper. So if you making $200 a check, take 30. And
save 30% in savings.
No. Just at that time, I wasn't making. You know, it's like $30. You know what I'm saying? Take $30, put it on the side. Like now, he would be like, "Hey, if you get $5,000, won't you just put $1,500 on the side?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he just teaching me how to stack my paper. So he the reason why I know how to keep a roof over my head. My mama be like, "Spend all that shit." I don't give a fuck. But she says that because she's the wife, and wives can do that. Because my daddy gonna take care of her. She could go blow everything. She know my daddy got her. But he can't go blow everything. She got him, but he the man. She'll be like, nigga, you out here just spending all our fucking money? It's crazy with gender roles at work.
Yeah,
like that
my
sometimes.
family like spends shit too.
Yeah. She don't give my mama
They
don't
spend.
give a fuck. She be like,
I'm good at saving.
I'm really good at saving.
I don't know where it came from. I'm the only person in my family who seems to be the best at saving. I used to have one of those like little like remember those like little lock box with, what were those called?
I would call them all piggy banks, all of them.
I guess it's yeah, but it was like a little box with a code.
A safe.
A safe.
Yeah.
I used to have a little safe, and I would put all my money in there. And I remember always having so much money in there.
I am a money hoarder.
Yeah.
I panic if I get below a certain amount in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? And at every level in my career, I'll panic. Like last year, I wasn't making a lot of money. But if my bank account went under $3,000, I was just like, I don't have anything. I ain't got shit. Which $3,000 ain't shit. Now I'm like, if my bank account goes under like 12 grand, I am in full panic mode. Like I ain't got nothing. So whenever I get to the point where I'm making more money, I'm gonna go in panic mode if I got under 20 grand. Like if every level I panic if I don't have a certain amount of money.
To a degree, I think it's good and bad.
It's because I do spend.
I'm leaning towards more good. But as long as it's balanced.
It's like this. I be thinking sometimes in my head, like, look, fuck, something could happen to you tomorrow. Just go ahead and buy the fucking shoes. You know what I'm saying? But other times I be like, you could blow out all 4 of your tires tomorrow. You're gonna need this money. You know, so
what do you like to treat yourself with or spend money on?
I am not a big clothes person. I don't care about clothes, but I love shoes and I love cars. So every 3 years I get a new car.
Lease?
Yeah, lease. And
what's your dream car?
I bought it.
Oh.
The Camaro. That was my childhood dream car. Now, I think I want so this is 3 cars. I love the Broncos, but I love the old school Broncos.
Me too.
The old ones from back in the day. I want to get one. I want to, strip it, make it nice, make it clean, get it fresh paint, new everything inside. I want to get it lifted.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it.
Like what Rogan has.
I never saw his.
The silver one?
No.
Oh.
He got a silver Bronco?
Yeah, he has a silver convertible Bronco. It's really dope.
The only car I saw him drive was all of his Porsches.
Yeah,
he have like 2 or 3 Porsches.
I've seen the white Porsche.
Yeah, I think he got another color Porsche too.
Probably.
But Broncos. I'm starting to get into bigger cars.
Mm-hmm.
I drove small cars all my life. Mustang, everything two-door. Mustang, my Honda Coupe,
mm-hmm.
and now my Chevy Camaro, 2 doors. But that's because I'm crazy and selfish and I don't like giving people rides.
I know what you mean.
I'm like, I ain't got no room in the car.
When I used to have, when I first moved here, I had like an old Mercedes convertible.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And there was hardly a back seat, and I loved it. Because I was like, I don't want to give anyone a ride. One person can sit shotgun, but that's it.
You can't fit. So
yeah.
why? And
I never liked having people in my car, having people over.
I don't like that either.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm the same way.
When I used to party, I would have people over.
Well, that's a different
for
story.
the after hours.
Mm-hmm.
Because, they're bringing Coke. That's why they're there.
Well, me too. When I was partying
and I needed people to talk to,
You need to talk. Sometimes I would talk till 11 in the morning.
I would talk until like 5 p.m. the next day.
That was when I would start to die at about 5 p.m.
My norm was like a 16-hour day on Coke.
And mine would start at about 9 p.m.
Yeah.
It depends. Sometimes it really depends. You could do Coke at any time of the day.
Agree with me on this. When you're drinking with your friend, getting ready to go out, and you're like, oh, let's get the bag, but we can't do the bag until we get to the bar, until after it's been an hour and we've been talking to people. And then you get the bag, and then you're like, fuck it, like, let's just do like a small bump, and then you never leave your fucking place. Bitch. And never talk to anyone, and you're just alone with one other person.
Yes. But see, that's my problem. I could never be alone with one person. I would have to be like, hey, let's call such and such, and let's call such and such, and let's just let it be a big ass party.
I would connect a lot with a roommate that I had, a girl, and we would just do Coke and just like be so gay for each other.
My fucking problem when I was on Coke is I lied a lot.
Lied?
I didn't lie for real. I was lying like making plans with people.
Oh.
And at the moment, I meant it. I meant it. Yeah, of course I'm coming to play golf.
Well, that's normal. But no one expects that to show up the next day.
Some people did expect. And
that's
I would have
so
to be
funny.
Like, bitch, I was high.
Like in New York, I'd be going out to all these clubs, and then we'd have after hours with all these strangers from the club. And, we'd all be sharing like the most intimate stories about getting molested as children, like the craziest stuff. And then the next night, we would pretend we've never met each other when we saw each other.
Because sometimes you don't want that to come to light either.
I know.
Sometimes I would
never look at someone again.
Sometimes I would be so high that the next day I really literally could not think.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I was in college in summer school. I got called on to read. I'd been doing Coke every single night for 3 months straight. And I got called on to read, and I could not read. I could not process the words, and it scared the shit out of me because I love reading and writing.
One time I went on stage after doing Coke for like a week or 2 weeks straight. And I could not get the words out. This how I was talking. God.
How much time did you do?
15.
How?
I don't know.
Have you been on stage high on Coke?
Mm-hmm.
What is it like? I've never been on stage fucked up.
It's when you are on Coke and you're not coming down. That was the time I was coming down. But when you on it, when I used to do it and be on Coke, I used to be fearless. I said what I wanted to say. I did what the fuck I wanted to do.
Wow.
I was just like, fuck y'all. This is what the fuck it is.
Do you find yourself, because like, I don't know that I was particularly funny on Coke. I think I was just talking a lot. Like, I couldn't laugh. I couldn't, if you see
on Coke?
I didn't like to.
Me neither.
I just want to talk.
All I want to do is talk.
Want to talk.
I want to talk. I want to smoke all of your cigarettes.
I have to shit right now even talking about this.
I know, right? So I saw my friend sent me a what you call them things? A GIF, a GIF,
GIF.
a GIF,
Yeah.
and she sent me one because she was like, I'm on drugs, and I'm like, you can't do that. You can't be on drugs. We said no drugs. She was like, weed, bitch. I was like, oh, and then she sent me a GIF, and it was this man just snorting a mountain of coke, and I instantly had to take a shit.
I know.
Instantly. But that was another thing with coke. I was in shape.
Yeah, me too. I was really skinny. Even just calling and deciding, let's make the call, I have to shit even then. Yeah. It's not even that, just making the call.
Sometimes,
what is that? Isn't that weird? It's like Pavlovian.
I don't know what it is, but it is weird. You want to know something that I figured out or that I assume? I think coke just hits something in your nose to make you high. I don't know if it's the drug. Yesterday I had to go see my throat doctor. I went to my ENT, and he took a thing like a scope this long, and he had to put it in my nose to see what was happening in my throat. And I felt high the rest of the day.
Because he pushed something up there?
He hit something in my nose, and I just was like, I just kept doing that. I was looking at my wife. I was like, I feel high as fuck.
You were like, I've smoked a pack of cigarettes in an hour.
Yeah, like I was like, this is making me rethink coke. Maybe it's just a sensor in there that it hits. Because the scope went to I felt the scope in my throat as well. So maybe there's a sensor. It was supposed to be a very awkward, uncomfortable experience, but I was like, I feel high.
That's so weird.
It was very weird.
Maybe it hit something left over. That's the only thing I can think about.
It's been years, bro. I don't think I did coke in it's probably been like a year and a half.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
For me, like, I only liked snorting it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's just this euphoric high that like, it's just like a whole... I don't like smoking it.
I don't want to smoke it.
I hate smoking it. I don't like the body high. It's not the same like pleasure feeling. And I've never shot it because that's...
I've never shot it. I thought about it. But I don't like needles.
I hate needles.
Yeah, needles ain't my thing.
I know. I can't believe Steven used to...
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Story. I think it's scary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not a doctor. You're putting that shit in there yourself. And
I faint when I get my blood taken.
No, I do too. I swear. Like, I really, really do.
I get nauseous thinking about getting my blood taken.
Yeah. I'm about to do... I don't even know if I can say this. I probably can. Nobody gave me a contract or nothing, but I'm probably going to do drunk history next month.
Oh, nice.
And they was like, we're going to give you a full physical, because you got to drink and we got to make sure you okay.
Oh, that's cool that they give a physical.
It is, and it's a free physical, so I don't have to go to my I don't have to go to my annual this year. But I am so excited about the show, but I'm so scared.
Oh, really? Why is that?
The needle.
What needle?
They gotta draw blood. They gotta give me a full physical.
I know. I just had like a full blood physical or panel or whatever recently, and I was sick the entire day leading up to it. But the guy was really good, and what I asked them to do was to use a small needle, and that makes a difference. When you use a small needle, I know, it doesn't hurt as much.
My problem is my veins.
I have one big vein.
I don't have excess.
And when they... What do you mean?
My veins are not good.
But what about the other one? I see it right there. One of them is usually better than the other.
Now I've been drinking a lot of water. But, like, it's so hard for them to get a good vein.
You got to throw some lemon and some mint and cucumber in that shit.
I just went got lemon today. I ran out of lemon. And
I make spa water every week at home.
So mint, huh?
Mint is good. Yeah, it's just like refreshing. I don't know what it does. Cucumber is good. It's very hydrating. And lemon obviously is very good.
Yes. I do keep a lot of lemon in here. But I ran out of lemon.
What's it like? Have you come down on stage?
No.
Okay.
I went up there already coming down, but I've never been on stage and in the process started to come down.
Because I can see that happening too. Like just
Yeah.
one weird thing happens, and
If
then
I'm on stage for 30 minutes, I'm definitely gonna start coming down.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to. So when I was a stripper, I
Mhm.
used to get
You
really.
was a stripper?
What? You didn't know
I
that?
didn't know that.
For 3 years.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Well, when I was 20 to 23.
You was good.
Yeah, I was pretty good. I made a lot of money.
You was good at stripping. Oh my god.
I mean, it's not that hard. You really just have to take your clothes off and people throw money at you. It's pretty cool.
What at? Out here in New York?
I started in Hawaii where I went to college, and then I did it in New York at a couple different clubs.
How is Hawaii? I really want to go.
It's cool for a vacation, but not to live at. I had a really bad coke problem there, and all their coke there is like meth. It's gnarly. But I would always get really high, and towards the end of like my stripping was when my coke problem was really bad, and I would just get so high that I would stop working and I would just start freestyle battling customers. I was obsessed with freestyle battling when I was high on coke. I was incredible at it.
What was the breaking point when you was like, fuck this?
It just like my body was just breaking down too much. Does that ever happen?
Well, I think
my
the reason why
body
I
physically
stopped,
could not handle it anymore.
I had a health scare. I had I was very close to a very bad heart condition, and my kidney was not processing protein, so I was fucking up my kidney and my heart.
Yeah. Well, I wore like an EKG for like 2 days because my heart was fucked up. I had gone to the hospital 5 times in 1 year to be getting my heart rate lowered, like with like liquid Ativan.
Yeah.
Because it was too high and I felt like I was going to die. So it just like really got to the point where it was just too much for me.
Yeah, I got to a point where I just actually, my breaths was getting slow and I was like, ooh, I don't think this is supposed to be happening. I should probably go see a doctor. And soon as I saw the first doctor I saw, which was urgent care, because that's where you don't want to go to the big doctor yet. And they was like, oh, something wrong with your kidney. So I had to go to see.
How could they tell something was wrong with your kidney?
Blood test.
What'd they say?
My blood, the blood test and pee. I had blood in my pee.
Oh.
And my protein level was high.
Okay.
Or something like that. I don't know the medicine of it.
Yeah.
So that's how they was like, it's something is going on with your kidney. So I was like, all right. So I go see a urologist, and they're like, yeah, let's try to figure out how to take it. But they wanted to put me on something that I would have had to be on for the rest of my life, like a pill. So I was like, nope, no pill. Fuck this. So me and my wife that day went to Whole Food. I changed everything. I changed my diet. I just started eating more greens. Started drinking, 80, 90 ounces of water a day, lemon. I cut out bread. I cut out fried foods. I cut everything out.
Red meat.
And then, red meat. I really wasn't too big on red meat in the first place, so it was easy for me to cut it all the way out. And sometimes I'll still have a burger.
Well, my blood results just told me that I have too much iron in my blood.
Oh, really?
I mean, that my iron level is like higher. And I'm like, and the receptionist called me, and I'm like, can you have the fucking doctor call me and explain it? So if he's not like immediately calling me, I'm sure it's fine, but like,
but it's like, how do you fix that?
I'm trying to get on the fucking phone with the guy. He's never available. Also, the doctor just found out that he had pneumonia. I'm like, I need a better fucking doctor. I don't like the idea of my doctor getting sick.
I know. It's like, bitch, you the doctor.
If your dentist had a cavity, that'd be a red flag.
That's a big fucking red flag. And also, bitch, for your doctor to catch pneumonia, I could see if he caught like a cough, because people out here with pneumonia is something.
What the fuck was he doing?
In your yes. What were you doing to catch fucking pneumonia?
Yeah. What's his life when he leaves the fucking?
Oh God.
I know.
But yeah, man. But the food, I think, it really changed. And what makes me mad when I say this is because vegetarians are really like saying you could be much healthier if you don't, eat meat. And this kind of sort of proves them a little bit right. I still did eat meat, but I cut out chicken. I cut out eating heavy meat. Like I used to eat like chicken every day and shrimp every day. But when I got sick, I don't think I ate meat for like 2 or 3 weeks.
were you worried about not getting enough protein, or you just
My problem was I had too much protein in my
okay?
body. So at the end of the day, bro, I just healed myself. I
Mm-hmm.
just went 6 months just kind of just meditating and getting my mind right to have my
Mm-hmm.
body right.
Did you start meditating?
Yes.
It's interesting because that does factor into everything.
Because you get the manifest, I feel like
Are,
it really made me start feeling like mind over matter.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I fuck around and go back to the doctor for my 6 month checkup. Everything come back clear. My heart's
Wow.
good. My kidney good. Everything good. And she was looking like, wow, what the fuck? She was looking at me like she couldn't believe. She's like, what the fuck did you do? So I could, fucking tell other patients this. Oh, and CBD.
Mm-hmm.
I was taking CBD every day too.
How did someone tell you about the meditation?
No, you know what? I just, I was just scared. So I would take a shower, and in the shower, that's when I just started thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it started becoming like a therapy to me. It was just very like relaxing, just me just being in the shower for 30, 40 minutes. Just
Oh,
under
is that what you're
water.
doing? Okay.
And so I was like, this is basically meditation. So I just started sitting down
Mm-hmm.
in the shower with my
Yeah.
head down. And I would just let the water run on me for 20, 30 minutes. And
Wow.
yeah, I can't do it that long no more. Now I'm busy. Now my life is like, bitch,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
But at least
You don't have time for a depression
I don't
shower.
have time for depression. So
You
now
feel
I'm
like you're in
just-
a music video.
Yeah,
I know.
Let
I've done
it
those.
burn. Fucking let it a breakup music video.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. Nah, I just fucking. I wake up every morning and sometimes every night. Sometimes I do 2 a days, and I hit that shower and fucking
Mm-hmm.
close my eyes, let that water run, and it's relaxing hitting that water run too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I open a little bathroom window, the birds be outside chirping.
That's
and shit.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have had a very busy year.
Yes. Look at me. Yes. It's been busy. I've been getting blessed, dog. Like every month I've been booking something.
Wow.
It's not big
What have
stuff.
you been doing?
Well, let's see. I started the year off in Chicago, which I got paid two stacks, maybe 1,500. I don't really remember
Really?
how much the check was. But I started it off with the fresh, basically $2,000. Right. I performed New Year's Eve in Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Then February, I perform at the Virgil.
Mm-hmm.
March, I have a meeting with agents. Or maybe end of February, fucking get signed to WME.
Wow.
The very next month, I get to perform at Berkeley, which was like a $18,000 gig.
Wait, really?
I got paid. I got.
Was that a
18
college
stacks.
show?
Mm-hmm.
But don't you have to be clean?
I didn't have to.
Really?
They pushed me as being a raw force, and it was like
18 grand?
I got 18 stacks for that.
What? How much time
Mhm.
did you do?
Fucking 10 minutes. I know. But
Wait,
I'm so serious.
what the fuck are you what?
And that's when I was like,
What?
Exactly.
How did you get 18 grand for 10 minutes?
Do you understand when I opened up that email, how my eyes, I was just like, nah, they mean 1,800. I had to get on the phone with my manager immediately.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm not fucking around.
But what do you mean?
I'm still
What kind
tripping.
of budget did they have?
I'm still tripping on
That's
this.
incredible.
It was
For 10 minutes?
I did 10 minutes.
Was it a show with other people on it?
It was Roy Wood Jr. I forgot everybody else. I'm sorry if y'all listening and I forgot. I'm sorry.
So they have a big budget for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
I think Berkeley program does that once a year.
And how was it? So I've just done a show at UCLA.
Mhm.
That's my only experience with a college age
Mhm.
audience. But as you know, right now, a lot of the younger people are very, PC.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they advertised it as like a raw show,
Yeah, they did.
which kind of like lets people take a breath and
Mhm.
and probably experience it in a different way
Yes.
rather than having their guard up. Were they cool?
They were cool.
Yeah.
They fucking loved it.
Did you think about that beforehand? Or for 18,000, who gives a fuck?
For the 18,000, yes.
Mhm.
But also I was just very timid because they were kids and I know how I talk. But the lady that was running it, she was like, go fuck them up, fuck it.
Wow.
So
That's as cool as
she
it
was
fucking
like,
gets.
she was like, fuck it. They want to come to a comedy show? Bring it on.
That's amazing.
You know, set them up while they're young.
Yeah.
So that fucking happened in March. Then in April, I booked fucking Bill Burr.
Yes.
And then I don't really remember what happened in May, but in June I booked Clusterfest. In July I booked
Just for Laughs.
Just for Laughs. August I come back from Just for Laughs. I immediately get booked on this Netflix show that's probably coming out next year.
What's the show?
You know what? They don't have a title yet. But Jamie Lee wrote a book called Ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
So I don't really know if I could talk about what her show
It's her show.
but it's her show.
Yeah.
And it's been fun working with her. I got a couple more days to work with her. September 27th and 28th, her and I are going to be together in Temecula.
Nice.
And she's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
I don't personally know her, but I like her energy. She's very pretty and she seems cool. Yeah.
She's so kind.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so sweet. Oh my God.
She has good vibes.
Very good vibes. And then I get booked on some MTV shit. That my face is in fucking Times Square. Somebody just sent me a picture.
Shut the fuck
They was like, bitch, how the fuck you make it to Times Square? I was like, I don't know. I didn't know that they were going to do that.
Did that feel?
It feels good, but then you think.
But then it's like, okay, but there's all these other things, so it's like you almost become numb or.
I just, you know what? I feel like it's 50-50 with me. So it's like I'm enjoying the journey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a fantastic time where I am. I feel like there's nowhere to go but up, but it's still a fear of, being stagnant, of course. This is the first time ever in my career that it has constantly leveled up.
Yeah, snowballing.
So I'm afraid that can halt.
I think everyone has that fear, no matter where they're at.
I'm afraid I'll lose material. I'm scared. I've told my best joke. I'm scared if I don't book something every month, my managers are gonna drop me.
No way. You've had probably one of the best years of anyone they rep.
Yeah, but I still be scared. I'm like, these are big dogs. So if I don't keep it consistent, I feel like they're gonna be like, oh fuck, we took a chance on the wrong. But that's how I feel. I don't know if that's what's real.
It's not real.
But the other side is. I get frustrated. I'm just like, I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody takes me out on the road. It's frustrating for that. I don't.
Yeah, what are some of the things that you want?
I want to tour. I want to be on the road.
Have you opened for anyone?
Eleanor, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
But Eleanor is like, look, she's like, I love you, but fuck, I'm barely fucking out there making it myself.
Yeah.
And, Tony already have his squad, which I was very grateful he took me to La Jolla, and we did. We rock La Jolla.
Yeah, weren't you just there?
Okay. It was very fun with him. But it's just sometimes it just makes me feel small, like I'm not worth it. But then also, I'm not out, I'm not networking, and I'm not asking people for stuff too.
But look at all the other shit you got going on. You almost passed that opener thing, but I still get it. You still want to do it though.
Yeah, I want to learn.
You know what? Like. Some people aren't uncomfortable by it. I'm uncomfortable asking people if I can open for them.
Me too.
I hate it. I've hated it.
Ask.
But you know what? Like, I had an inner dialogue last year. No one lets me open for them. Everybody else gets to open for people. No one lets me do that. And for some reason, I was like, I need to change that. And I just clicked off like a different switch. And I just had like a different energy when I asked people, and starting in January I opened for like 6 different people.
Wow.
And now I've regularly been opening for people this year. And I don't know how I shifted that, but I noticed I needed to shift out that like negative thing, like I never get this.
Right.
Or like for some, like, just keeping that negative thought process.
Yeah.
I had like a different thing with it. I it's hard to do that in every area for me.
It is. It's
I somehow did it with that.
But that's good. I'm glad you told me that. I definitely should think about that. Because you killed it in Eliza's show.
My God, I forgot about that.
You remember your dumbass thought I was fake laughing?
Dude,
I'm like, no,
you guys,
bitch.
But I opened for Eliza, you and Nick came. I love your guys' relationship, by the way. It's so funny.
He's weird.
Yeah.
He's so weird.
And you guys were laughing so hard. I thought you were fucking with me.
No, bitch. We was not fucking with you.
But then I got embarrassed about I felt like I couldn't be a professional. But I posted that clip and I got a lot of messages from people. And one of the messages from I got a message from Ian that said, it's so good to see yourself enjoying yourself on stage. You've really grown. So I took it as that. And
you was having fun up there.
I was.
One time you had a breakdown, a laughing cry breakdown.
I was crying.
You was cracking up.
I could not. That was like a surreal experience because, first of all, that room, the main room in the ice house, it's like kind of a magical room.
Yes.
And that particular show, it felt like an out-of-body experience. I mean, I've had really good shows, before, and it feels like incredible. But that particular night, something felt different from any other show I've been at, and people were laughing at every single word I said.
Sometimes it be like that.
I know, but for some reason it just was overwhelming for me.
Really?
And it was just it felt like I was on the Truman Show because they were laughing at every I'd be like, water, right? And they'd be like, ah! And I just I don't know, I had to adjust. I had to sit in that and adjust. I don't know. It was a weird thing. And I was feeling so many emotions. I couldn't stop laughing.
Right.
I was crying. It was
people at the ice house go to laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just being premature when I say that, but people, the Comedy Store, these people don't come here to laugh.
You know
Not
what?
at us.
That's true. They're kind of like bitches. Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm trained in this environment.
Exactly. Because they don't, because they don't know us. We're not the Dave Chappelle's.
Yeah, they're not coming to watch
us.
Yeah.
But when we go do places like that, they're coming to watch us. They're like, oh.
Yeah. Or there's 2 comics on the show and they're just ready to support a full night of comedy.
Yeah.
There's not fucking 16 people they have to.
Those be my favorite crowds when they're like, hey, we here for you. We support it. Let's fucking get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost kind of like being in a black church. If the child's stuttering through his poem, somebody gonna be in the back saying, "That's all right, take your time, baby." These supportive audiences, I feel like they like that. Don't worry about it. You'll get them next time.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, you still did good. You killed it. Don't worry about it. It's the hardest job in the world.
Yeah, and there's something I've been opening for Bobby this year, and there's something about his crowds and going out of LA that make me feel like I could just really hack it up.
Yeah.
And it's so fun.
That's what I want to do.
I know.
Why don't I just need to talk to my agents and shit. Why am I not fucking touring? What's going on?
Well, didn't they set you up with the Berkeley?
They did. And I was like, I want more.
Yeah.
But I probably have to send them a new tape. That tape is old. I got a new tape.
But with the Clusterfest and with the JFL,
those people,
there's no reasons, and the new Netflix credit, you're set.
Those people want.
You could probably go straight to featuring somewhere, headlinings in some places.
Those people from Clusterfest and shit, they like, we want to make a TV show. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. But I'm
really?
learning.
And what don't you know how to do?
Just I'm learning how to pitch a show. I'm learning how to go in, understand the questions that they would ask. What would be the theme? What would be the engine? How would you facilitate this character? The arcs. Where would this start? Where would it end? What the future seasons look like? It's a lot of questions. Who are the people? What's the demographic? What's the log line? Tell us one thing that can describe 10 years of this
Were you
show.
making this up on the spot, or are you sitting down and thinking about all this beforehand?
No, I'm actually being trained and prepped.
By your agents?
Yeah. Understand how to my managers. I don't want to. People be.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We're not doing it. Da, da, da. Let's be very specific.
Okay.
So anybody get crazy.
Well, that's nice that they're training you.
Yes, to be able to be in a room, because I've done so many generals. I go to 2 generals, 3 generals
a week, and we got to talk about those.
Oh God, I went to one this morning, and it was.
Oh, you did?
Some of them are really good and energetic. And
have you ever had one though that you felt like went really well, and then nothing happens?
You know what? Yes, but now I'm like everything.
How do you what's your experience going into it and your energy and
I think it's for the long term. I don't think it's for anything to happen overnight. I think it's for I think generals, at first I thought, I'm new to this. So at first 3 years ago, I'm like, oh shit, something gonna happen tomorrow. But now growing in this, I'm like, okay, these generals are so people could see you, get to know you, understand you, and maybe kind of get a glimpse of a character, And then you never know, in a year or two, they could be like, Punkie gonna be great for this shit. And you
Yes.
probably wouldn't even have to audition. They'll be like, I already know she's gonna nail it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the way she talk. I've seen her mannerisms. Everything she do, I know I want her.
Yeah.
So I think of it as just in the long run, you know. Yeah, like I had a general with MTV, and then a couple months later, I got hired to do, you know, something for their digital.
Yeah.
So it's like they just saw me and it was like, we think she'll be good for this. Just bring her on in. I didn't even have to audition.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think with generals, I had to start understanding it's for the long haul.
That's good for me to hear. Because sometimes I go on them and I feel like it was great and I felt like I was on and we were getting along and then like I won't hear anything and I'll be like, okay.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, I guess they hated me.
Yeah.
You'll see, you know?
Yeah, and that's so I'm training to know how to go in and talk to
Mhm.
those people,
Mm.
especially keeping like a somewhat of a chronological order of the thing. Like, because sometimes when I first started, I would go in, I'll be talking about shit from this era and then this era, and now they like, oh, okay, now they can't keep up. But
Okay.
if I go in there and I know where I'm gonna start and I know where I'm in that bitch,
Yeah.
now I'm just taking them here instead of taking them here, and here.
Yeah.
So it took fucking 3 years for me to get that, but I think I got it.
Do you get nervous going in for auditions?
Auditions is my biggest problem.
Okay.
So one thing that I have learned, so I just got an acting coach
Mhm.
maybe a month ago.
Who?
His name Kevin Mack. You might know him, the tall guy that come around here.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's very good.
I've heard that. I've heard he is on a bunch of Lifetime.
And CBS. He is hot.
Really?
BET, CBS.
Wow, good for him.
Netflix. He is really good.
Wow.
And my manager was like, well, who is this guy?
Yeah.
You know, he didn't come on a recommended list. I said, I picked him because he knows me. He knows my comedy. He knows my rhythm, my timing. He knows me. So when he's training me, he's going to train me to be me, but that character. And I felt that if I picked another acting coach, they just going to just train me in acting. They're not going to train me to sit in my own skin and go in that room.
And that's like the best thing to do.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. And I've heard so many people say that.
When I hired Kevin, I can't even say hired because he is so kind right now. He's like, he's refusing to take any money.
Wow.
He's just,
well, that's cool. Yeah.
But I want to start doing things with him 2-3 times a week. I really want to get skilled in this. So as soon as me and him start working together, I get to the highest level of auditioning I've ever gotten to.
What is that? At a studio?
I had my first audition with just the casting directors. My second audition was the casting directors, the director, and the creator. And then I just had a third audition with the fucking star of the show.
Like a chem read?
Yep. I didn't get the part, but for me to get to that level.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to that level.
I was shocked.
I feel dumb for going, what, at a studio? Like, I'm like so embarrassed inside right now.
It was
that's what I thought was the highest level.
You know what? I was bummed that I didn't get it. I would have had the only reason why I can't say what it was and who it was is because I signed the NDA. But I was bummed when I didn't get it. But then I had to think about it. Like, it's like
you got up there.
This was your first time at that level that you met the star of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Were you nervous to do it with them?
You know what? I wasn't nervous because I had did the work. So hiring this coach, you do the work. So I met this is how we would do it. We would meet. He would analyze the script with me. But first he'll be like, how you feel about this script? I would tell him. He'd be like, how you feel about this? I would tell him. He'd be like, okay, cool. Let me tell you what the writer want. So this is here, this here. And when you say this, think of the subtext of, damn, this motherfucker being passive aggressive. Don't say it, think it in your head, and your body just gonna fall into that. And so we would do that. And then he'd be like, all right, you got the tools, you got the skill. And he closed out every session with Punkie on 10. I mean, Punkie on 100. You Punkie on 100. Punkie on 100. He would just
What is Punkie on 100?
Go in there and be the biggest, be you on 1 fucking 100. Do not fucking shy away from these people. Show them who the fuck you are.
Because confidence is like the biggest.
And show them you did the work. And remember, they wanted you in there. Remember that. Go in there, you take your space, hold your sides, flip them bitches as you go. You ain't even gotta look at them. Just keep your sides in your hand. Like, he taught me so many just strategy, you know? And so I would go home. I'll take 2 days, do the work, memorize the shit, do what I gotta do, and then me and him would meet again before the audition and run through it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would say, read through this, no acting. Read through it 10 times, no acting. And then when I got in the room, I was just like, I got this.
Yeah.
Because I did the work.
Yeah. I love it.
Me too.
So you've had this crazy busy year.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been at this for a while. How many years?
I would say about 8 years now.
8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always slow in the beginning, you know? And you're probably like, I'm sure you've experienced like a lot of like, is this gonna fucking happen for me? Right?
Girl, I'd be wanting to quit
Did
sometimes. I'd be like, fuck this.
So when this year came along and all this stuff, what was that adjustment like for you mentally, or when you reflected on that?
Mentally, I've never been proud of myself. And I am so proud of myself this year. And I think that's important for you to be proud of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I never really got a chance to reflect, you know, like even when times was bad, it's like, dog, you made it to Cali. You fucking paying rent in California. That's so expensive.
Yeah.
You came out here, you got a job at the world famous comedy store. You around legends and talent. And it's a pleasure to be and this job is so fucking easy.
I know. Mm-hmm.
The family of it. I mean, I work 1 day a week still, but it's like, I never be like, oh, fuck, I got to go to work.
Can I ask, why do you continue to work?
I'm scared.
Just want to be financially secure?
Just
little extra money 1 day a week, or
it's 1 day.
Staying in the loop?
It's definitely not staying in the loop. If I don't have to come to this bitch, I ain't coming.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's the drama. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much.
Because it seems like, from my perspective, that you wouldn't need to work here 1 day a week.
So Mondays as a bartender is a lot of money. It's like $500 or $600.
Okay. Why not?
Yeah. and fucking $2,000 a month extra. So
yeah.
I'm just scared, honestly.
And of what?
I'm just afraid.
It's all going to get taken away?
I don't know. I'm just afraid to not have money.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
But like,
I should quit. I should 100% quit. I know
don't quit because I said it.
No, it's in my...
I don't want to work here anymore. I don't want to work here anymore. I've worked here for 5 years. How long have you worked here?
I've been working here for like 7.5 years.
I mean, you're past, so it's good.
Yeah,
But
a lot of things,
I still need money.
Thank you.
And I'd rather be here earning the money than at a fucking restaurant.
I want to...
And I'm in the mix and I'm getting up and it works. But like, you know, I'd like to be writing on a show, acting on a show, creating shit if I could instead.
I would have to start digging into my savings and I'm going to have an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
So if I could get up to, you know, $50,000 in my bank account, I'll quit. I'll still be scared. I'll be like, God damn. It's just all about keeping it consistent, you know?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that I'm not going to stay consistent.
All right. And then I want to wrap up on, that was a weird transition, right?
Okay.
No, I hear you on that. And I think it's good to be thinking that way. And it's good to, a lot of people don't think like that. So it's smart to build up that security for yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. The right time will come.
Yeah. Yeah. It's here, but I'm still a pussy.
You're so good at being yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a process for you to... You're really yourself on stage. You know, it doesn't seem like you give a fuck at all.
No.
Was that a journey for you? Or was it like, talk to me about that.
In life, I was always myself. The stage is where it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, though. I think I used to try to make jokes. And then I was like, why are you making jokes? You know, just
forcing.
Yeah, just go up there and, you know, talk about your life. You know, you're not, you know your strengths. Your strength is talking about yourself. Your strength is not saying, oh, so I went to Starbucks the other day. Like, that's not your strength. You don't know how to talk about the outside area. You know how to talk about what's going on inside. I think what changed for me is in 2016, I had a very odd resolution. And my resolution, I looked at myself, I was like, you're going to go and fail. You're going to fail the entire year. I planned on failing. And with that, I tried every joke I wanted on stage because I didn't care. I was like,
how did you suddenly not care? And where did this come from, this idea?
I forced it. I was because when you care too much,
Yeah.
You put. I feel like when I care too much, I put myself in a box. 'Cause I'm too scared to maybe say this. Maybe I'm doing this too much, or maybe I'm aggravating somebody, or maybe I'm offending somebody. I just stopped giving a fuck. I had to, and I didn't know if it was gonna work or not. But I was like, go up there and bomb. Go up there and fail. Say everything you want to say this year. Go out there, fuck it, be an asshole, hurt people's feelings. Don't be, don't offend it. Don't, be racist and stupid.
Mhm.
Be smart about it, but go out there and just flunk. And that's what I did. And I ended up becoming a big regular that year
Wow.
because I didn't care.
I remember your showcase, actually.
And
It was great.
girl, I was drunk.
And you did so much more time,
Yeah. And
but it was allowed.
one person came outside and was like, "You're not going to get past. You went over time." And I was like, I don't give a fuck. I had fun.
But what got you to that stage of being like, I got to do something? Did you feel like I really have to switch things up here and stop giving a fuck? Did someone talk to you about that? Did you hear that somewhere?
I think every 2 years I feel something.
Uh-huh.
I think that was the year where I was like, it's time to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You wanna stomp with the big dogs? You got to start walking up there like a big dog. You can't. You're gonna have to figure out a way. So I started wearing hoodies. I started being out. Now I'm the person that wear hoodies on stage. Even in the summertime, I'll be hot as fuck.
Coolest monkey in the jungle
Coolest
sweatshirt.
monkey, yeah. But now that's my little thing.
Yeah.
Backwards cap up there, not picking up the mic. So just separating myself from everybody with the smallest things, clothes, the hat, not taking the mic off the microphone. That was a start.
Mm-hmm.
And then other than that, I started really investing in my jokes, watching myself, listening to myself. Oh shit, I say, what I'm saying too much. You say fuck too many times. You could barely hit a joke because fuck comes out at every other word, So I started trying to clean that up. I still curse like a fucking crazy person. But I don't curse every other word like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just studying yourself, I guess.
But with the not giving a fuck, how do you take that off? Do you just stop thinking? Are you like, fuck it, don't think?
So what happened was I became a paid
This
regular.
is for me, by the way.
I became a paid regular after not giving a fuck. Then I started giving a fuck. I got scared again.
Yeah.
Because now instead of staying in my own fucking lane, I'm thinking about how do I get to Chris D'Elia Sebastian level.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm up here trying to be at the 10 o'clock spot when I'm not taking advantage of being at the 1 o'clock spot.
Okay.
That was stupid. And then I talked to Byron Bowers, and he's like, yo, that 1 o'clock spot is where you gon' learn how to not care because you can say anything you want at that 1 o'clock spot. Get all the bullshit out at that spot. So when it comes down to you having that 10 o'clock spot, you ain't gonna give a fuck because you already said the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You already know what work and don't fucking work. And he was fucking right. He was right. So,
yeah.
But the not giving a fuck, I don't know. It's really hard. It's really easier said than done.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I'm really good at not giving a fuck and just being cool. But other times I just I'll think I wasn't even nervous, but then I'll just have this weird energy all of a sudden. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm not properly articulating certain words. And I was like, where is this coming from?
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
But then I be thinking, man, people gonna have shit to say about you for the rest of your damn life. Mm-hmm. People gonna find reasons not to like you. Just like this thing with Shane with the SNL
what do you think
shit.
about that?
You know what? I think that a lot of people didn't even know who the fuck he was.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to be, he was about to blow up hard on SNL.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to be at the level that he was on, only maybe 14,000 followers, somebody was so fucking in their feelings or so small or so whatever that they fucking dug up shit on a person that's not even famous.
That's what I've been thinking about. It's who are these fucking assholes who are immediately, if something gets announced, they're scouring.
They're like, oh, we're gonna find something.
Looking for something to destroy their...
He said Pete's called...
But isn't that strange? Why aren't we ever talking about that person? The person who's getting to their computer and probably working for fucking 12 hours to find something. And they're like, found it, tweet it out,
I'm like,
you're done.
This guy is...
Do you think that guy felt powerful?
Probably.
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre. Now,
Look, I don't agree with what he said.
No, of course not.
Industry.
I'm not, like, I do believe in freedom of speech. I do.
Yeah.
I also believe that people were offended in the way he was saying things. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big believer in that. Now, if he would have put things and formulated them into a joke and made it look like maybe he didn't say it, but somebody else said, like, like with Dave Chappelle, he had a whole bit about lesbians and queers and blah, blah, blah. I thought it was a brilliant joke. It was
how you do it.
It's how you do it. I thought it was brilliant. And I was like, it's all facts. I mean, what the fuck? And to be honest with you, I've used derogatory terms like that just growing up in the hood because I thought Chink and Gook was just a location because I was ignorant.
Yeah.
I was ignorant to the fact. I'm just,
stuff was like super different for us when we were growing up.
Yeah. And also, I talk reckless with my friends, but that's the safe place. I know better. I'm not about to go say those words to people. I'm not, where your safe place is. Like, I don't know. He just did it in a place that wasn't safe and it got out and it ruined a very big opportunity for him. But the way he's saying stuff about it, I don't think he's affected. Either he is affected and he's covering.
Playing cool.
Or he really is like, I'm a comedian. This is what we do. And unfortunately, this just didn't go my way. But other opportunities out there. So it's it's neither here nor there for me. It's not my life, it's his. But I was rooting for Shane.
Yeah.
He's really, really, really funny.
Do you know him?
Me and Shane actually met at JFL.
Oh yeah, he did it, right? So he's
very funny. We did 2 shows together. And do I think he's racist? I don't. I'm a dyke. He treated me like a person,
right?
It's a bummer on both sides.
How was
offended for him and for SNL? It's a bummer on all sides.
Yeah, but I did like Rob Schneider's response.
Yes, on what you call it last night, huh?
I saw it on Twitter.
Yes, because he was on Lights Out last night.
Oh, really? And he talked about it?
Yeah, Shane was a topic last night.
Oh, and what did he say?
What did he say? You first.
No, I think I saw like a tweet like it sucks that like he was going to be on SNL in today's world.
Yes.
Or something.
Yeah.
Just like how things used to be different.
So,
not saying that it's,
When I was watching it, Bill Burr and I forgot the other guy that was on it. What is his fucking name? Jim Jeffries.
Okay.
And he's not from America.
Yeah, Australia.
And he said, well, it's crazy because SNL didn't even let me be on their show because I wasn't from America.
Huh.
And he's like, it's not that they was being racist. It's just I wasn't from here, so they didn't let me be on the show.
Okay.
But that goes to show you. Do you know how many racist sketches SNL have?
How many what?
Racist sketches they have?
Totally.
Sketches.
Yeah.
But I think the difference is they are just setting up what happens in the real world. They're not just out there saying, hey, nigger. They're not just saying, hey, chink, or hey. They're not talking to a specific group of people. They are setting up a world.
Satirizing.
And what happened, so... And I don't know, it's just, oh God, that Shane thing is such a, I feel bad for him, but I feel horrible for the people he offended. It really sucks when you hurt somebody's feelings. I don't ever want to ever hurt anybody's feelings. It's the last thing on my list to do. It's not even on my list.
Yeah. How does this whole cancel culture make you feel as a comedian?
In some instances, I feel like them motherfuckers, they just weak. They can't.
Why are we listening to college
just
kids?
Weak.
They're all people born after 1990.
Weak.
They're not adults. They're all young kids.
Fucking weak. Don't know how to. Probably.
How did this start? How did they all become such pussies?
Fucking weak. They probably run into one issue in their life and go cry to their fucking parents.
How did they become like this?
Can't handle fucking adversity. Can't handle shit. And you know what? I've said some things about transgenders on stage into where I broke it down into a very, very, I think, mature, classy way in saying that and I don't even want to say all transgenders, but a lot of them that I have come across, just because I don't necessarily agree with it, they just title you a fucking piece of shit. I'm like, I didn't say anything.
If you
bad.
don't
Agree.
100% accept all.
If you don't accept, agree, or understand, you're just a fucking bigot. You're a piece of shit. And it's
Okay.
like, no, that's just not something I would do. I don't.
Like, there's no room for a conversation.
But they like vegans. They try to force that on you.
Okay.
And it's like, I'll be trying to say stuff like, listen, it just takes time for people to just jump on board. You can't just wake up one morning and be like, no, it's Mrs. and expect for people to just jump on board. I mean, Black people didn't just vote overnight. Women, we didn't get to vote overnight. It took time. So it's just like, and I was just breaking it down like that on stage, and I probably said something just a little bit more fucked up, but I still don't think it was derogatory or hurtful. It was just a fact. And this woman got up and she was saying, is this a fucking Trump rally?
What?
Did you vote for Trump? Fuck you. And she
Why
got
are you
up.
at a comedy show?
I'm never trying to be malice in anything that I say.
Yeah.
But I will speak from my heart and from my gut. But the thing is, it's an opinion. And it shouldn't affect your life. They got a lot of people that don't fuck with gay people and don't fuck with gay shit. But I got a lot of friends that don't agree with me and me marrying a woman. But you know what? That doesn't affect our relationship because that's just their opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at them for that. We still friends.
Yeah.
Thanks for being honest. But I'm not about to say, oh, you're a piece of shit because you don't like the fact that I'm gay. Like, what?
Yeah.
If I'm uncomfortable, I'm going to remove myself. That's just that.
Yeah.
And if you're uncomfortable, you remove yourself. We don't have to fucking agree.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's a good outlook.
But I feel like it don't matter how you break it down. You could be so on the money and so concrete and so factual. If you don't say, yes, I get it, you are considered a piece of shit. And that's just the way the world looking right now.
I was thinking yesterday, like, what if I was this super famous person and said something fucked up, and then I saw everyone saying, cancel her, cancel her. I just was like having this like little fantasy imagining what that must have been like, because I think someone brought up Louis C.K. and like you never really hear that as much from him right now. I'm sure he's busy working on something.
Probably.
And, you know, taking a little time or whatever, or still getting up around town.
I think the only people that could get away with saying things in today's world, honestly, is Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are they exempt? Bill Burr's last
special.
They
own it. They own it.
That's fucking why.
That's fucking they why. Own it with no apologies.
If I was Louis C.K., I probably would have took a picture with my dick in my hand and posted it on fucking Instagram, you fucking pieces of shit.
But like that, like, you know, it's not like I agree with all these people's things, but that must feel so horrible to have everyone worldwide canceling you because you're just doing, you know, you're having an opinion.
Right. Bill Burr.
It's crazy. It's like burning at the stake.
Dave Chappelle got more controversy over his than Bill Burr. Bill Burr said some fucked up shit. But and guess what? I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was fucked up. I think people think that it was fucked up. You know, he has this thing with women. Ooh, you know, he be trashing women. And I fucking love it.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff is kind of like true on some shit. And it's just like,
I haven't watched it yet.
He's just a controversial man, and so is Dave Chappelle, and they're not afraid to tackle the issues. They're not afraid to tackle.
Yeah. And we need those people to set that example.
Yeah.
Someone has to.
But the thing is, they're not up there being bigots, and they're not up there being racist, and they're not up there, you know, they're not technically, honestly, they're just jokesmiths. They're formulating a joke in a way where it doesn't seem like they're being, you know, hurtful.
Yeah, I guess it's all how you do it.
Yeah. It goes back to, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah.
Not what you do, is how you do it.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Yeah.
Sound like a Catholic school principal, huh?
I know.
Well, yeah. I push the boundaries, too. I like pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. I used
Take
to
some sort of risk, or else it's going to be boring as fuck.
Yeah. I used to start off all my sets with saying, if you don't like two women fucking, then you a faggot. But actually, it's true.
Yeah.
Fags don't like two women fucking.
Yeah.
But it was a joke, and I loved it, and the crowd loved it. And
Did you feel like you can't do that anymore, starting off?
I feel like if I wanted to do it, I could. But also, it seems a little bit crass. It was a way to get my jitters out to start my set by just starting it like that.
Yeah.
The starting the set is just weird to me sometimes.
I know.
It's like, how do you start it?
And it's like, you guys like me?
Yeah, it's like.
So I know you're going up and you're not giving a fuck, but have you disconnected yourself from the audience perception of you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all the way disconnected.
Yeah. Do you even comment on people who are just like not paying attention? You don't even respond. Because sometimes I'll comment on someone. Like on Monday night, I was like trying this new story at potluck, and it was bombing. And I saw this bitch who her eyes were like kind of like weird. They were kind of like almost cross-eyed. And I just stopped my fucking story and I said, "Do you need glasses?" And she said, "Yeah." I go, "And you're not wearing them tonight?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I could tell. And I just like had to stop what I was doing to fucking comment on the bitch who was looking at me weird. But like, you know, I also probably don't have to comment on other people. I don't know. Sometimes I like to do crowd work, but then sometimes I'm like, is that because I'm uncomfortable? So I'm trying to take it off me and put it on them. It'd be probably a lot better of me to continue not giving a fuck and not even comment on anyone.
Yeah. The thing is, in my experience, the reason why I stopped doing that was because I would completely lose the crowd. When I did that. Yeah. I would lose them because I would, in that sense, if I see you not paying attention, I would just start going in on you in a negative way. And then the crowd's like, "Oh, well, you lost our respect." Yeah. So I just was like, no.
Or why does she care?
Yeah, yeah. But I'll handle a heckler, though.
Yeah. I love to.
And sometimes I don't even handle them.
The person always wins with the mic.
Yeah. It's like, I got the microphone.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't even fuck with the heckler. Sometimes I just be like, you know what? Security. Sometimes I'm just like, nope.
I opened for Bobby on that show where that guy attacked Sandy. Did you hear about that?
What?
Okay, so I was opening and there was this really rowdy table and we found out the guys just got out of prison and they looked like Mexican gangster cholo types and they kept yelling shit out and I was like, I was trying to be pro since I was setting up the show. I didn't want to make it a big thing because it was really early in the show. So I tried to make it fun. Like, can't believe these guys haven't been kicked out, you know, kind of signaling, get the fuck over here. Right. They never removed the guy. I talked to the security guard after. They said, we're keeping an eye on them. I said, they're disrupting the show. 10 minutes later, Sandy goes up and they try to bum rush the stage and kick his ass. The same guys who didn't kick out. So it's kind of crazy to me how sometimes certain clubs, Comedy Store is very good.
Comedy Store, like, nope.
About coming right on to people.
If they fucking tell you to get out,
yeah,
the security like, well, they said you need to leave, so you need to leave.
Yeah. I'm surprised it doesn't happen a lot some places.
Yeah, because you want your comedians to feel safe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, get the fuck out of here. I think somebody stood up on Eliza one time, too.
Oh, really?
I think so. I hope I'm not lying when I say this, but I feel like she had a stalker. And I feel like he was in the crowd one day.
Oh, God.
And I think that was when Justin was working here. I hope I'm not getting none of this wrong. And the guy stood up and was telling her all kinds of stuff. It was either Eliza or Margaret Cho. It was one of the two.
Wow. That's so creepy.
Oh, yeah. Stalkers start small.
You got a stalker?
I had one. I hope she don't come here no more. She was all over my Instagram, all over my Facebook, and then I was like, "Look, can you kind of just chill out a little bit?" You said that? Yeah, I had to.
You made contact?
Yes. So then she like blocked me from everything, like I did something.
Yeah.
And then she showed up here,
and then did you see her? I
was like, no, I didn't talk to that crazy.
But
bitch.
you recognized who she was.
I was like, excuse me. That I don't know if I told him the whole story. Yeah. And it was like, okay, well, cool. She's banned.
Okay, cool.
It was just that quick.
That's bizarre.
The comments don't fucking fuck with us.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
I was scared, bitch.
I would be scared. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Damn. Well, you know you're doing well when you got a stalker. Punkie, thank you so much.
For
coming on.
So fun.
Right?
We got deep. We have way more in common than you think.
I never thought we didn't.
And I keep forgetting that your ass.
Was it cokehead?
Yes. I'm like,
it connects everyone. Yeah. It connects everyone.
But
Cocaine really connects you.
But
you don't even have to be on it.
telling you,
Yeah.
when we was at your show, we were laughing for real because we were cokeheads.
Yeah, and you got my coke jokes.
Bitch,
aren't those spot on?
Bitch, dead
I know.
spot on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this hoe is describing my entire life for the last like 5-6
Yeah,
years.
and I love that. It's fun to see who responds to that shit.
But it was great.
I love it. Where can we find you on social media?
I'm Punkie Johnson on everything, y'all. Punkie Johnson. Punkie like Brewster.
Great. And then catch you on Netflix coming up. And
Netflix gonna be coming up. I'm gonna be on Drunk History soon. Got an MTV digital thing out every Tuesday. Yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome.
Right now.
Killing it. Proud of you.
Yeah.
Punkie's a big star, guys.
I'm proud of you too. Thanks for
Follow her
having me.
along. Thank you guys so much for listening. And please remember to subscribe, rate, and review to the Chelsea Skidmore Show on iTunes. Thanks. Bye.